Finally. What's going on, Austin? What's up there, legend? Legion of Legends. You got notified right away this time, huh? Man, we had an issue here. Hey, Bonnie. We had an issue here earlier today. I mean, everybody did. All the comments for every video was gone. I mean, gone. I went to go through comments because I mean, my email has like 2,800 emails in it. So I started going through comments, and there was no comments. What's going on, Mike? All the way from Australia. Austin's back. First time on comments. Well, welcome. What's going on, Darth Hammer? You know what? I mean, we've had an issue, and I've addressed it with YouTube many a times. What's going on, Rhea? Wheels of Chaotic Doom, another Aussie. I like my Aussies, man. I like my Brits too. Yeah, we're having issues with it'll just unsub people too. Not only will they not get notifications, they'll get unsubbed. So I mean, it's unsubbing people left and right. What's up? We've had 80 people get unsubbed, so I'm having to go back and contact those 80 people and let them know that they got unsubbed. So and it's a YouTube deal. What's going on? And it's just like all the comments gone today. There's 102,000 comments, and they were just all gone. So that's it's just YouTube. YouTube is sucking right now. Oh yeah. I went to go answer comments today because I finally had some time, and I like to answer everybody's comments, and nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. There was nothing there at all. So I sent a thing in, but I mean, it wasn't just me. It was all over YouTube. But everybody all over YouTube is having the same thing with notifications and everything else. So just make sure that the bell's checked. But I mean, it's just like the live streams crashing. I mean, that's happening to everybody too. I mean, it froze up on us the other night, and I'm connected to a landline in here. So I mean, it has nothing to do with anything on this end. So I've tried it on Wi-Fi, and I've tried it on landline, and it doesn't matter. So yeah, YouTube's just sucking right now. My internet provider is actually great. I mean, our speed is really great. We have 5G, so we're pretty badass here. I mean, I can stream pretty much anything I want to stream and not worry about it. I am wearing my I need to take a Last Jedi t-shirt. That's right. Yeah, I finally got a few t-shirts in today. I got a couple more coming in. So Red Leader standing by. Yeah, we are definitely going to put together a Rebel Alliance. We are, yeah, every one of them's Kramers. Every one of them. Mike, all of them. It's all I play. We're definitely going to put together a Rebel Allegiance. I'm going to get a hold of a few other YouTubers, and we are going to make this happen. So that way we can keep everybody informed. We can get all our shit together and make sure that we are all on the same page. I had a lot of comments talking about, well, Star Wars is dead now. All right, Star Wars is not dead now. Now is the time we can actually take this shit back. You know what I mean? Now is the time we can actually take it back. So and it still hasn't been confirmed, but there are two people up for the job right now to take over for Kathleen Kennedy. Both of them are good candidates. Both of them you'll like. So it's just up to Mad Talk. There's you know there's a few that I really need to get a hold of. And I'm not familiar with a ton of the YouTubers that are. I'm not aware of a bunch of the YouTubers that are doing this type of thing here, and I know none of them actually have like somebody on the inside. But I mean, as far as doing what we're going to be doing, which is basically going over everything we need to go over in order to get this done. One, we need to get the message out there to as many people as possible, and from this point on, I'm not even gonna. I'm just, I see all these comments. Yeah, I see all these comments about, well, we just let it die and let Star Wars go away. All right, now we've got them back against the wall. This is not the time where you back off. This is the time where you stick it to their ass. No, I have not heard from Jeremy. I have not heard from Jeremy at all. I did. I did send an email to Disney along with along with my resume. Yes, this is porn. So make a new shirt for what? Porn? I'm gonna make a shirt for the Rebel Alliance. I know that. Because we are the Rebel Alliance. Remember all right, I'm gonna call it episode 4. All right. I'm gonna call it episode 4 because damn it, when I saw it, it's what it was called. I know some of y'all are gonna call it A New Hope, but it's the first time you see Darth Vader and he's talking to Princess Leia and you're part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor. Okay, well, here's your new Rebel Alliance right here. This is us. So we are going to be the Rebel Alliance. Right, exactly, Emma. Right now is the time to apply the pressure. This is not the time. This is not the time to back off. And I went through so many comments today that was, well, Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead. No, their Star Wars is dead. It's time for us to take it back. What's up, Frank G? I have reached out to Jeremy on many occasions, but he hasn't gotten back with me. Exactly. We are rebel scum. We are rebels. We're not the resistance. We're not anything else. We are the Rebel Alliance. So I want to make sure we get as many people together as we can possibly get together. And we need to make sure that we've got a good strategy. We're not going to go attack anybody because that doesn't do anything. There is some new news. There is some new news, Frank, and I am going to get in this. I am going to get into it. Andy, I'm doing good, man. As you can tell, I actually had a chance to shower before going live today and shaved and all that other stuff. So yeah, I'm doing great, man. I was feeling so nasty and dirty the other night when we went live. It was crazy. We're more than the flea on Kennedy's back. We are way more than that. We're the stake through her heart. That vampire is taking a stake through the heart. And it's not just her. There are 4 to 5 people that need to go away, but they were brought in by Kathleen too. The good news is, and I can't release the names of it yet because it's still not confirmed. There are 2 people willing to take the job right now. Both of them we will both like. Everybody will like. Everybody. And they want to bring their top people with them. So with that being said, they can bring their top people in with them. That's great. What that means is their top people have to go. And that's not going to be a bad thing. It's not going to kill Star Wars. It's not going to be detrimental. Yes, actually, they do. Yeah, these two are mulling it over right now. They understand the mess that it's in, and I loved Jurassic. I love Jurassic World too. And I also watched Hereditary, and Hereditary was freaking awesome too. I don't know why it's not making as much money. Probably because it's not promoted as much because it's a little small place, a little small indie film company. But I watched Hereditary too, and Hereditary was cool. I did thoroughly enjoy Jurassic World too. I thought that was just it was fun. I mean, it was fun to watch. Oh, let's see. We are the China man putting the squeeze to Disney's nuts. Man, let me tell you what. The people in China, and I'm just going to let you know this, man. After Solo came out, I don't even know if 9 is going to be able to be released in China. True story. They are working really hard right now. They're working really hard right now trying to get China back. Because remember, Solo was only in theaters in China for like a week and a half, and then they booted it, gone. Exactly. All right. No, it's not released in China. No, we're talking about Star Wars. Yeah, we're talking about Star Wars. They released Solo in China, Frank, and it was there for 10 days, and they booted it out of the theaters. Yeah, that's how much they hated Solo. Um, well, oh yeah. China doesn't play that damn SJW shit. No sir, they've got their own damn agenda to worry about, and they don't want our agenda. Okay, so the new news that we got now that we got some people up in here, hit those likes so we can get the likes up. Yeah, because China's middle-aged white men. Exactly. I mean, that's all that goes to China, middle-aged white men. I mean, I've been there a lot, but yeah, shit needs to go straight to Redbox, which it's pretty much getting ready to be in Redbox. I mean, you can already stream it pretty much anywhere you want to stream it. Now, there's been a lot of talk from people. Well, what if they do this to episode 9, or what if they do that to episode 9? Okay, if there is a regime change, and here's the good news that we've got. The good news that we've got is Rian Johnson's trilogy, which has still not been said it's not going to happen, but it will come after the D&D trilogy. Go ahead, I want to hear it. Exactly, it's going to come straight. It's so far away. It's not going to happen. Well, this is a way of 4 to 5 years from now. You're not even going to think anything of Ryan's trilogy, and it's just gonna go away. I mean, it's just gonna go away. So no, no, I don't think Bob. Well, all right. So Bob Iger wants to run for president, and obviously he's going to lose. I really want him to run for president too, because I mean that just means Trump's going to get elected again. And as much as people don't like it, but I actually do. He got rid of all this political correctness bullshit. He got rid of all this other bullshit. He doesn't mince words. If somebody does something, that's really screwed up, he freaking calls their ass on it. I don't think there's a problem with that. So, no, they're not going to double down. Aggravator says, "Do you think they're going to double down?" No, they're not going to double down. They're not going to redo. They're not going to redo 8. That's just not going to happen. Hell yeah, I'll take the presidency. I'm not politically correct. I'm not politically correct at all. I did go ahead and put in my application. I sent my resume and everything else with 18 years worth of experience and this and that and all this stuff. I sent all that stuff to Disney because I will take Star Wars over in a heartbeat. And I'll be the first one to call a damn press conference on ABC since Disney friggin' owns ABC. And I'll get right on ABC and I'll say, all right, here's the deal. We are no longer going to have any of this political agenda inside of any of our movies. Our movies are going to be Star Wars based. They're going to be based on this. I want a lightsaber battle. Damn it. I want somebody to lose a fucking arm or a hand or something. Ain't nobody lost an arm or a hand yet. This is freaking Star Wars. I mean, it's a Star Wars movie. This is not rocket science. You got to be able to lose something. Nobody has cut anything off of anybody except for the penises off the guys. That's the only thing that's been cut off of anybody. So, yeah, they're not gonna stop production on 9. Yeah, they won't do that. They're way, 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 way in the hole on 9 as it is. So if they have a regime change before 9, yeah, all the men have lost everything. Every one of them down there is like looking at a Barbie doll. I mean, it's just absolutely nothing. So, well, JJ's not going to fuck it up like Ryan did. I mean, Ryan really, really just apparently didn't even see episode 7 at all and just said, fucking, I'm going to make a movie. Ryan Johnson is the Amy Schumer of the movie world. Oh my God. JJ can't finish a story either, but you can guarantee that it's going to be safe, and that's about all it's going to be. Which is why I'm saying we're all right. So we're just going to have to live with this shitty trilogy, and we're just going to have to kill everything. We just got to kill it. I will not be seeing 9 at all. I am supposed to be at the premiere, and I will be at the premiere. Nobody will know it. My face will be covered up, and I'll be in costume. But I will be. I'm supposed to be at the premiere. I will be at the premiere, but I will not be seeing the movie, and because I really don't care. I really don't. I'm going to lead by example, and I'm just going to let them finish this up. I think the D&D trilogy is going to be great. I think Favreau's live action series is going to be fine. Kennedy's not involved in Favreau's deal at all. Just let you know that now. Favreau is in charge. He has full creative control over that, and he is in charge of the writing of that. It has absolutely nothing with Kathleen Kennedy. Has nothing to do with any of their creative team. This is all him. The D&D trilogy, they already have it mapped out what they want to do. They already have a story from the first movie to the third movie. I have full faith in those guys compared to these donkeys we've been having to deal with. And I hate to put donkeys down like that. I mean, just honestly, I hate to even put a donkey down that bad. But it's not like it takes there is a special formula. Okay. Resistance resistance has been put on hold. Resistance has been put on hold. They're having some issues right now. I don't know if anybody's reported that or not. Can you tell me if anybody's reported on that or not? D&D, from what I understand from my guy, is going to be doing Old Republic, which falls right into what they like to do. And I would Nickelback, obviously. I don't know why everybody gives Nickelback a bad friggin' name, man. I like Nickelback. I like Nickelback. I saw them in concert, man. They rocked. Um, and I don't know why people don't like the Spice Girls because Mel B is badass. The rest of them I don't really care about, but Mel B, man, she's badass. I like Nickelback. I really do. I mean, yeah, they made some poppy kind of songs, that were just kind of heavy, but I mean, they made some stuff that, I mean, I could sit there and just play or sing or anything else. I like Nickelback. If you go to it's if you go see him in concert, um, oh, all right, everybody jump on Jeffrey Graham. He likes Creed. Oh, Nickelback is badass in strip clubs, dude. Them girls dance. I'm sorry for all the women we. I'm sorry. We man, them girls rock it to freaking Nickelback. I'm telling you. Andy's jumping on you now. See, that's that's bad. Blink 182, love Blink 182. Man, there's a lot of stuff. Um, Kylo goes. There's a spoiler for episode 9 where Kai Solo Kai Solo goes to a tanning salon. Oh my god, that's funny. Oh man, yeah, yeah, all the small things. Come on, man. Who can't like that? I mean, who can't like that? I mean, I like a bunch of the old stuff. I like a lot of the new stuff. I mean, I like a lot of the new stuff. You don't hear it on the radio a lot because all they play is that pop bullshit. And if I really wanted to hear a bunch of bubblegum shit, I mean, I could go back to 1980 and put on, well, pretty much anything. So, what's my stand on black people feeling they should all move to make their own nation? Why? Why would black people move to make that? No, I don't want my friends to leave me. I have a shit ton of black friends. I don't think they should move and make their own nation. I don't want all my friends gone. Oh my god, that's funny. Hollywood thinking if we bring Dwayne Johnson in, he can save the series. Man, that's hell no. My friends wouldn't leave. My friends would be like, "You kiss my ass." Shit. All my friends would stay. I'm black and you tried to kill me because I'm black. I don't know who tried to kill you. It wasn't me. Um, did I know that 2% of black people are robots? Oh man. I wouldn't kiss any dude's ass. Sorry, me neither. Never will. If Ray was a character, she would just be more interesting. It doesn't matter what color she is. I honestly wouldn't care. She could be an alien for all I care, as long as she was more interesting. She sucks. Um, JJ says episode 9 will tie every Star Wars film together. Um, I have heard that. If Mel B was a dude, would you still? All right, come on. All right, so you don't think Mel B's hot? Come on, Nee. Um, when they say tying that together, it's not like what you think it is. Um, when they say tying it together, they're looking at set design, they're looking at costume design, um, they're looking at they're looking at maybe some flashbacks. Like I said, they're gonna throw everything but the kitchen sink at this thing. So they're gonna give you all these flashbacks and force ghosts and everything else from everybody that's ever been in a freaking Star Wars movie. And none of this shit's going to make any sense. And they're going to jumble all this shit into 2.5 hours. And it's just going to be one big mess. Um, if it were me and I was JJ and it were me, I would split 9 into 2 episodes if it were me. Um, Same thing. I'm definitely a boob. I mean, I'm definitely a booty guy. So, um, I would split it into 2 movies. And the reason I would do that is I would split it into 2 movies to because they're never gonna retcon 8. All right, that's just it's there. The only thing you can do is with the first movie is fix the shit that 8 fucked up, bring Luke back. All that shit was bullshit. Um, Granted, we don't have Carrie Fisher anymore, which sucks. Um, Not really. Um, so um, so there's no way to do anything with 8. Okay, so if we take 9, we get a good story from for 9 and 10 with a good story arc. Actually, make some characters, put in some lightsaber battles. If we get Luke to come in and train Ray, if we get her to come in and train Ray, who the hell is part of the KKK? Dude, I'm Indian. All right, we got some trolls. Where you at? Where you at, Bonnie? Yeah, yeah, they're trolling. Yeah, Bonnie's gonna take care of it. Yeah, so if we go into episode 9, we bring Luke back. None of that crap ever happened. He's not dead. Um, so if we go and make a good story for 9, right? And we have Luke train Ray. Um, yeah, we have Luke train Ray. And I'm talking about extensive training where we already know she's really, really strong with the force, but we know how much Luke has learned in his entire time. So if we take everything that Luke has learned um, and we teach it to Ray, she can be a badass. We give Luke a couple of times where he gets into some lightsaber battles, whatever. But the main thing is he's a hard ass on Ray. Trains the shit out of her. She actually learns something. Um, yeah, exactly. Yeah, she learned everything in 2 lessons. Um, it was that will fix that'll fix the Mary Sue. Um, that'll fix bringing back Luke, not Jake. And then we actually give the others an actual storyline because I want to see Finn brought in as a real character. I don't want to see him used as comic relief because that just pisses me off to no end. Um, I'd like to see him come in, have a good story arc. Him and Poe had good chemistry together, and yeah, they've made Finn to be a joke, and that I don't like that at all. Um, he had the most potential out of all of them, to be honest with you. Of all the new characters, Finn had the most potential to do something, and they've completely just ignored the shit out of it. Yeah, Poe's never really done anything, but he's got the charisma to do something. Nobody's ever written anything for him to do, um, which is why I say we need to split it into 2 movies. If you split it into 2 movies, um, you got to do something with Kylo too. You've got to turn him into a villain. And when I say you have to turn him into a villain, there needs to be a Sith involved. This is fucking Star Wars. Yeah, the Last Jedi's on everything right now because I'm seriously, honestly, right at the Walmart. Seriously, it's in the $1.99 bin right now. $1.99 bin if you want to watch. If you want to watch the Last Jedi. Um, well, her Mary Sue status up till now could be permanent, but if she starts getting training from Luke and actually sees failure, if she actually sees failure, and she can't be. I mean, she can't be a Palpatine. Palpatine is freaking 154 years old and dead. Um, well, she bested Luke because he wasn't connected to the Force. Um, yeah, you can't pay me enough to watch The Last Jedi again. Yeah, you can't pay me enough. That Mary Sue shit does need to go away. A Palpatine is the baddest Sith Lord out there. But hey, what's up, Mr. Pete? Yeah, he is definitely the baddest dude out there. But I mean, that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. From yeah, from what we try to, from if we could split that into two movies. Now, the first condition of this is you have to bring Luke back. Luke back. Period. Bam. You don't bring Luke back. The rest of it, I'm sorry. It's full on your ass is fucked. You're Solo 2.0, and I will wait for I will wait for the D&D trilogy to come out because I'm actually looking forward to that one. You're going to see a regime change very soon. Um, yeah, well, did you also hear that Johnson's trilogy is now been put after 9 and after the D&D trilogy, which means it is so far away, it's just going to go away. So, yeah, Raylo makes me want to throw up in my mouth. But I mean, well, Luke can come back. I mean, he's freaking Luke. I mean, he's the baddest. He's the baddest sumbitch there was. So Luke can do anything he wants. As far as I care, man, as far as I care, Luke can just like reappear or appear somewhere else, or he had to go to the bathroom and transported himself somewhere, and then bam, there you go. I mean, the beginning of the movie is there's Luke. I'm done. I'm good. All right, I'm in. All right. So now let's fix everything else. But if they don't bring Luke back, they're fucked all together. I mean, seriously. So yeah, KK is gone. Ryan's trilogy will never get made. Yeah, Ryan's trilogy, Ryan's will never get made. Well, the D&D trilogy is going to be now from what I'm told and from what went through everything else, the D&D trilogy is going to be Old Republic style, which would not be kid friendly. If you're familiar with the Old Republic, it was pure chaos, badass. You know what I mean? Just badass. So, um, yeah, Johnson's trilogy is since it got because it was supposed to come out after Episode 9, and now they're saying, well, now the D&D trilogy is going to come out first, and his has been pushed further back. They're doing this for a reason, because if they just stopped right now and said, All right, we've canceled Brian's trilogy. One, that's still admitting that's admitting right there. I mean, that's a which they should. And once I become president of Lucasfilm, it's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm just going to come out and, like I said, I'm going to get on ABC since Disney owns it, and we're going to have a 30-minute special of shit that I'm going to change and people that are gone and directors that will never, ever, ever be around a Star Wars movie ever again. So, and that's what I'll call him too. Avatar Anthony, that's exactly what I'll call him. I'll say, all right, Roundhead Johnson will never, ever, ever produce or direct or write a Star Wars anything. He's not even going to design a Star Wars cup or a Star Wars shirt. He will be nowhere around Star Wars. Exactly. Jonathan's got it. I mean, Jonathan's got it pretty much right there. The Knights of Ren are going to be there. That's already a given. I think I already reported that. But who's my number one choice to direct a Star Wars movie? Wow, there's so many to choose from. God, I think James Cameron would do a good job, but Ridley Scott would. George Miller. George Miller would be a good choice. You know, these are all great. Oh, Buckheimer. Hey, there's somebody right there. You know who I'd really want to do it, to be honest with you? Oliver Stone? Oh shit, no, I don't want an Oliver Stone doing it. Oh hell no. We'll have some kind of fucking weird ass Star Wars movie. We'll have some conspiracy theory damn movie come out. I would actually like to see Colin Trevorrow do a Star Wars movie. That's just me. I think Spielberg would do good because remember he was around in the beginning. But you'll also remember that he didn't like the concept of Star Wars to begin with. However, Spielberg came around. Exactly. I think they made a great choice with Colin Trevorrow, and well, yeah, but see, Jurassic World is they're limited to this much. This is all they can do. Now, when it comes to Star Wars, you're not limited on anything. But if you look at Jurassic World, all right, so the characters at least have story arcs. And Quentin Tarantino, if we had Quentin Tarantino, then we could retcon 8 in 9 and it would look like it was supposed to look. I think Schumacher could do a good job with Star Wars movie. There are a ton of directors out there that really could do this. No, actually, Kevin Smith. If you look at Kevin Smith's original deal, and go back and look at his channel, he said, "This is not the Star Wars. This is not the Star Wars movie I would have made." He said, "I can understand. You know, he did this and he did that. This is not the movie I would have made." And then he later on went back and did a review of The Last Jedi, which was like an hour and a half long. And he went through all the same shit that we went through, where, you know, the stuff that we don't like and everything else. So the Louisiana swamps. Hey, I lived down there in Louisiana for a long time. We need well, Filoni really needs to become the head of the creative team. Yeah, go find that video because the first one he released was, I mean, and he even said it in that one. You know, would I've done it this way? No. Would I've done it this? Would I've done it? Would this be the Star Wars movie I made? No. You know, that, I mean, he even said that. Would I, you know, Luke Skywalker did, is that my Luke Skywalker? No. Would I have done that with Luke Skywalker? No. Do I love Kevin Smith Death Man? I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. Love him to freaking death, man. Clerks 2, Jay and Silent Bob, man. I'm big fan of Kevin Smith. I've never had a chance to meet him, but I can just tell right now, if I did, man, we'd get thrown out the bar. I know that. Um, let's see. Yeah, Jay and so was Silent Bob, man. I mean, well, I mean, that's probably well. I don't know if he left or if he's still watching and just not commenting. But I mean, to be telling me I'm part of the KKK, that's crap. And do I think black people need to go to their own nation? Hell no. That's just um yeah, Kevin Smith, man, he's freaking awesome. I like Kevin Smith. Well, I mean, the critics can hate it all they want to, but the bottom line is it's making a shit ton of money. So you know what I mean? I mean, it's making a shit ton of money. I honestly, if you do you remember a couple years back there was a movie came out called Don't Breathe. It's about the blind guy, and people sneak inside of his house. They're trying to rob him and everything else. Called Don't Breathe. Okay, well, it got 93% on Rotten Tomatoes for the critics. That was the worst fucking movie ever. Worst movie ever. Um, hey, what's going on? I'm gonna say that's the boy 2282. Make sure I got that right. Um, I don't think George would come back. And would I be happy if he did? Shit, yeah. I'd go. I would go down there and shake his hand. I've met George. I've met George on a lot of occasions, and he has always been a super nice guy. And I can only imagine what he's going through right now. Um, you know, I honestly, I can only imagine what he's going through right now. The remake of Ocean, the remake of that Ocean's 8 shit. I mean, that's just going to be bad anyway. What's wrong with the critics today? They, man, they love the artsy movies. Which Ryan Johnson's movie was an artsy movie. It was. I'm not gonna lie. It was a pretty film. Now, granted, it had no substance, um, and all the characters sucked, and the story was terrible. But that's what they rate them by. They rate them by that. They and the other thing is they want to be invited back to the next one. They want to be invited back to the next one. If you give them a shitty rating, you're not going to get all the perks that you get. And if you do it for Star Wars or Lucasfilm, or if you do it for Disney, well, they own 5 different, well, and getting ready to own 20th Century Fox, and now they're going to own 6 different. So you're not going to get to go to any of those. Well, if that's your job, then and you're not invited to that, you can't do your job. So, yeah, exactly. You don't like my film? Exactly. George, you never saw him get mad or anything else. Was he upset over? Was he upset that people didn't like his remake of the original trilogy? That was his original vision, and they didn't have the technology to do it the way he wanted it the first time. So he went back and did it once they had once they had the technology to do it. Um, was it a bad idea? Yes, because the film had already become a part of Americana. You know, and not just Americana. I mean, Hell, we've got people from Croatia on here. We've got people from Australia, from all parts of Australia. We've got Brits on here from Southern and Northern. We've got people from China, Japan, Taiwan. We have people from Canada, Mexico, Brazil. What was the other one the other night? Guatemala. I mean, we've got people in here from like 34 different countries. And so I like to say it's just part of Americana, but really it's not. Everybody around the globe had already fell in love with that story. So to go back and change it, that's what kind of screwed people up. And, that kind of hurt his feelings a little bit. But, I mean, you didn't see him come lash out at the fans. And he never would. And every time I've met him, he's always just been the nicest guy you can meet. And he's been under so much freaking stress. A couple of times I met him, and you'd never know it. I mean, you really wouldn't. Oh yeah, Star Wars is definitely gonna unite. I'm gonna see to it. Well, his wife actually saved frickin' Star Wars. I mean, I thought that was great. I really did. I thought that was great. I thought that was great that his wife came in and to help with the editing, and after re-editing the entire movie, it actually became what it is. Yeah, she was definitely not, she was not a yes man. She was already working for somebody else, editing another one, and he said, "Can you come help me out with this?" And she was like, "I'm in the middle of doing this one right here, right now." He's like, "Well, this one's going to die if I don't get somebody in here because I've already fired the two editors that were in here editing my movie." So she did it in her spare time, which being an editor is not a lot of time. So I hope they split it into two, and I hope we get that news. And I'm still not sure if they're going to or not. Um, from what I've heard from my buddy, who he. All right, well, I guess I just let it out. It's a he. He is part of the creative team, um, and he's been pulling his hair out for a long time. Um, he's been pulling his hair out for a long time. He's been with Lucasfilm for 22, 23 years, and he has been pulling his fucking hair out because he just can't get them to go along with the Star Wars formula. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want him to get in trouble, and I mean, I really don't want him to get in trouble. I mean, he's a great guy. I don't think there's anything they can do to him for it. I mean, everybody else can sit here and leak shit all day long. Um, so I mean, everybody else can leak shit all day long from there, but am I aware of artificial telepathy? No. I could salvage the story as it stands right now. Yes. Um, the first thing I would have to do before salvaging the story is I would have to salvage the fandom first. Um, I could make a great story for it, but I would have to I would have to fix all you guys and me and everyone else like me first. Um, well, you can only Ivan can only do so much. Um, so if the movie sucks, then the movie sucks. If it's all over the place, it's all over the place. Um, I would hell yeah, I would have never got rid of the EU, but yeah, I would definitely bring the EU back into canon. I've got some of my favorite characters come from the EU, Now, granted, and this might make you mad, and I'm not trying to make you mad, Darkseid, but not everything in the EU is good. I'm just going to say that. Not everything in the EU is good. However, there is a lot of stuff in the EU that is good. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah. I mean, you know, if you're familiar with the EU, then you know, the EU can be and just, you know, um Darth Bane is good. Thrawn is a bad son of a bitch. Why he is not, and you could probably hear the thunderstorms and shit. I tried to do all this stuff earlier, but you wouldn't have been able to hear me for. I mean, it's like we've got a damn hurricane outside. I mean, it was literally blowing water out of the pool. So I tried to do this earlier, but I couldn't do it. Um, there are, oh yeah, well the EU's way better than the current shit. I'll give you that. Um, let's see. Darth Hammer says so. Luke only turns on the Force to blow up a brick hut to prevent Rey and Kylo from having Bluetooth sex, but not in stick combat. They had a good Wi-Fi signal apparently. Um, that is funny as shit. Oh my god. Um, that is freaking hilarious. Um, uh, well, you really had to get into the EU. Um, you really had to get into the EU though. And like you couldn't just do like parts of it because if you did just do parts of it and you were in a shitty part of it, it would turn you away. But then you get into the good stuff, you know, that stuff right there just to get you thinking and let you go with it. And the EU is contradictory in parts, and that was the problem with the EU. But those of us that did like the EU, um, we just learned to ignore that shit. And Luke and Mara Jade. All right, so Michael Duncan brings up a good one. Luke and Mara Jade, fucking perfect, 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 perfect. Um, I think they did that on purpose with the immigration bullshit. What? Mara Jade Skywalker. Man, I'm telling you. When I read I read so much of that. Um, it was yeah. No, 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 no. No. D&D are doing a trilogy. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Kato? Man, I watched your video. Um, I think you went a little lenient on them, but well, you know, you got Jason Solo, you got Jana Solo, you got. I'd like to see, you know, Raven. I'd like to see Ahsoka. I would like to see. I'd love to see Admiral Thrawn. I would love to see. I would. I would love to see. There's so many of them. And did I notice the scene with Solo surname resembled immigration of the 1800s? I don't know if that's what it was supposed to do or not, but I did see that scene and I thought it was the stupidest shit ever. I think they could have done that a whole lot better, especially since it was Han Solo. I think Han could have been a smartass and used sarcasm and everything else to come up with Solo instead of the Empire giving him the name. But I think Thrawn's awesome too. I think Darth Bane is badass. I think there's a ton of characters that I could literally think of that can just go all right, this is what we need to do, go with it. And you could do it. I mean, you could literally do it and just go with it. Um, Episode 9 straight to video. As of right now, I mean, I know they're going to get. I know Kathleen Kenny is gone. I know that she's gone. Um, Still, this rebellion is not going to stop until everything is done. Darth Talon did kick butt. Um, yeah, I do too, man. Dark side, man. I really do. We're talking about badass. I mean, badass. But that's what we've been missing. I mean, that's exactly what we've been missing. We've been missing all of this stuff. And so, what I'm going to do is, I want y'all to get me a list of the names because I'm not, like I said, I'm not that familiar with a bunch of the other YouTube channels. Um, but I really want to get a collaboration going with some other channels so we can get more opinions, more people, everything else, um, to really do this. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, well, yeah, but well, he's going to be off the air for a while, Mr. Pete. He's going to be off the air for a while, and his buddy in China is going to be doing some of the stuff for a little while. I don't know the complete story on that. I don't know if it's just going to be for a week or so or what, but yeah, I'd love to get some. Okay, well, if it's Mad Max, he's going to have to quit talking like that. Um, I'm just kidding. Anybody's catchphrase is their catchphrase. I mean, so um, yeah. So if you don't mind, get on Twitter or go to my. You can go to my page and email me or DM me on Twitter the name so I can get on. Yeah, there's a high council, but I mean, there's nothing I can do to get on the high council. So, and the high council is not going to be for a boycott. I can tell you that. I mean, they're not going to be for a boycott. Um, I've talked with Ethan a couple times. Really nice guy. I mean, really, really, really nice guy. What's up, Jimbo? You'd love to hear our conversations. It's actually really not. I mean, I'm nobody. So our conversations are really not. Um, yeah, well, yeah, she's already hooked up with Geeks and Gamers. So yeah, exactly. I mean, and I say the same thing. Bonnie brings up a good one. I mean, I say the same thing. Um, yeah, Ethan's real busy right now promoting his comic book. So, well, I would love to do something with Anna, but again, it's another Geeks and Gamers deal. So I don't know what kind of deals they have there. Um, yeah, so I mean, we're gonna John talk Star Wars. I know he follows me on Twitter, so um, I might reach out to John. And I don't know how he's going to feel about it, but Anna is such a sweet girl and smart, and my God, is she talented. So I mean, seriously. Um, yeah, I've reached out to Jeremy, and I mean, he said he's going to get back with me a few times, and I've not, and I know he's busy moving all of his stuff right now. He's making a new set and all this other stuff. Anna is really cool. But man, when you piss her off, man, that is, I've some of her videos where she is, man, she gets on a tangent. It's freaking awesome. I like it. I like Jesse's channel. Man, Jesse just doesn't give a shit, and I like it. I mean, I like it. If you're going to get on YouTube, you just need to be yourself. Um, I mean, seriously, if you're going to get on YouTube, you just need to be yourself. And I, I mean, that's all I'm doing. I mean, this is just me. I try to make things rational. I think Jesse is Jesse Milestone. Um, yeah, it's her channel's called Mindless Entertainment. And she is fucking badass. Love her to death, man. Love her to death. If I was gonna get in a fight, I would want her ass on my side. Um, you offered her man to get. Um, I've checked out a bunch of Alex Becker's videos. There's a lot of things I could really do. There's a lot of things I could really do. But yeah, I mean, we were all taken up for Jesse the other day. But the only reason we were is because they put her ass in freaking Twitter timeout because she was handing it to his ass before, before we got a chance to do anything. Well, I mean, I'm kind of a prop builder myself. Just kind of. Oh, Jeremy knows who I am. Yeah, Jeremy knows exactly who I am. Yeah, exactly. We do all look out for each other, and we don't go out and attack people. But if somebody gets attacked, oh, don't think we're not going to bring out the damn sarcasm and make people feel bad. Um, yeah, Ethan has a couple times actually. Ethan's dropped the channel name a couple times. Um, yeah, and everything I said in that video came true. Um, it's almost like I'm fucking telepathic, but I'm really not. Because if I was, I wouldn't be getting divorced. So I I am pretty sure they spoke about me on the High Council one time. I know that there were two articles came out with the channel on it. So, um, oh yeah, and boy, they did. And I told them that they were going to start name dropping. And what was it? A week later? I mean, it was a week later. I mean, it's crazy. And then I dropped this shit 3 days before Grace drops her stuff, and tell y'all exactly what's going on. And there you go. I mean, and then bam, 3 days later, Grace comes out and says, "Well, this is what's happening." Hey, look, I said that shit 3 days ago. So, her deep insider is right. Um, yeah, so we are going to be the Rebel Alliance. We definitely need to get the YouTubers together, be the Rebel Alliance. I'm going to make sure, even on my channel, I'm going to make sure that everybody stays informed with everything that I'm told. Um, I do all kind of shit, dude. I actually build cars for a living, so building things for me is not a problem. Um, I have a stormtrooper. I have a what's it called? It's a E16 that I did out of resin, and that thing is badass. Turned out looking freaking perfect. Which I sculpted it first, obviously, and then did a mold on it, and then went ahead and did it in resin. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll look up artificial telepathy, but I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, if you didn't hear the latest news, yeah, it's been put past the D&D trilogy, which is going to put it over into 2024, 2025, and that's just to for everybody to forget that shit. Um, why don't we build a real suit of armor like Halo? Like what kind of suit of armor? Because that's really not a problem. Um, well, JJ is being taught a lesson now because KK has stepped away from episode 9. I have a shit ton of EVA foam. But I mean, I have a shit ton of EVA foam here. But there's a lot of times I use the EVA foam just to get everything down so I can get my patterns right. And then I can go do it on metal if I want to. Because like I said, making things is not a problem. I don't think people even need to worry about the boycott because lots of casual viewers lost interest after seeing Last Jedi. Yeah, but I'm not willing to take that chance. I'm really not willing to take that chance. I am willing to, since that I've got their back against the wall. This is where we need to apply pressure, and then then we can get our Star Wars back. Oh hell yeah, man! Building shit is fun. I mean, I have projects going on all the time. I mean, I was working on another stormtrooper um, before I got on here. So, and I need to go finish that damn thing because I'm so close to finishing it. It's not even funny. Um, because they delivered the other two. They delivered the other two the other day. So, uh, you didn't quietly sleep. Look, your name is the Sledge. You can't quietly sneak in anywhere. And by the way, where the fuck is Chuck Norris? I have built a rocket. I did that with my stepson, and we lost the fucking rocket because um, I I put a little bit too much rocket fuel, and it just kept going. And where it came down, I have no freaking clue because it went out of sight. So I just told him, "So we'll just build another one." Yeah, where the fuck is Chuck Norris at, man? I mean, we've got Chuck fucking Norris on our side. I mean, that's crazy. Chuck's out kicking gum and chewing ass. uh, Chuck's probably asleep because Chuck probably got to get up early in the morning to go to work. I mean, I got to get up early in the morning to go to work too, but I mean, shit, whatever. Whatever time I get there is whatever time I get there. So I'm in the middle of closing on my other house over in North Augusta, so my guys they're busy. Um, you meant the damage is already done for some. They lost it. Yeah. Well, the toys don't sell, and um, here's the one that you need to look. This is what you need to look at towards the end of towards the end of this year. Since Hasbro, their their contract with Star Wars or Lucasfilm is not going to run out until 2020. They're stuck. So they are stuck. And it is to the point now where it could end up ruining Hasbro because the toys aren't moving. The last I heard, I do go to cons a lot, Dark Side, but yeah, keep looking towards the end of the year at Hasbro because they might end up not being Hasbro anymore. Who wants an Admiral Holdo action figure complete with unshaved armpits? Oh God, that's funny. I agree. I agree. Darth Hammer says it right. Everybody read what Darth Hammer just wrote right there because he said it right. I'll go ahead and I don't know why it flagged that, but oh, let's see here. I just missed it. That thing's going by so fast. Yeah, the new customers don't buy anything. The new customers buy absolutely nothing. A hairy-legged Rose Tico. Oh man, yeah. Exactly. I said that on the last, was it the last video or last live stream? Something. Hasbro has already told them that's it. We're not doing it again. Okay, and it's put them in such bad shape. It's put them in such bad shape that I mean they really can't afford to do it. And you know, it's like I said before earlier. I mean, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I mean, it's just a bad business decision. Period. And when it comes down to business, you know, business is business. It's not personal. It is just a business decision. You know what I mean? So, um, if you pay all this money and you got absolutely no return on this at all, then let's see here. Craig, what about EVS being a hypocrite and supporting the enemy? You had a comment on another live stream but didn't finish. Um, I I didn't comment on Ethan being a hypocrite. Um, I said I don't think Ethan would be for a boycott. Um, he's never been for a boycott ever. Yeah, Ethan wants Star Wars back, but I mean, you know, um, it takes all of us doing something about it to get it back. And what we've been doing is working. And it's right. I mean, Ethan does not support a boycott, period, of any kind, not just of Star Wars, but of any kind. And I normally don't either, but by God, this is fucking Star Wars, and you're not taking this shit from me. I mean, period. You're not taking the shit from me. I feel like we're a support group going through the stages. Um, the reason uh, I haven't heard Ethan say anything about that at all. I've heard other people say it, like Jeremy and myself and everything else. But I mean, I have officially just turned my shit into um, we're going to be the fucking Rebel Alliance. I'm done. I'm while I've got them down and I've got them pinned up against the wall. I'm just going to keep beating on their ass and beating on their ass and beating on their ass until we finally win. So money talks. Damn Skippy, it does, and it got Disney's attention. It got the board of directors' attention, is what it did. And nobody else tells you that kind of shit. Nobody else tells you that. They'll read you an article about this and they'll read you a snippet of that, but they're not going to tell you the business side of this. And hey, what's Rusty? What's up, Rusty? So nobody, they're not going to tell you the business side of this. So I try to tell you the business side. I try to be rational about things, and I try to just be honest with it. So, um, oh, did he? He joked about me taking the Last Jedi. Well, I am wearing my Taking the Last Jedi shirt. So let the past live, birth it if you have to. Damn Skippy, because that's what I'm doing. That's the goal. That is the freaking goal. The goal is, by God, kill everything they've done, remake this shit like Star Wars is supposed to be made. It is a nice T-shirt, and it's really comfortable too. Um, they are available. You can just go buy one. I mean, there should be a link in the description for this shirt. There's actually a bunch of them up there, but that's true. I agree. Um, I didn't know John Talk Star Wars was for the boycott. Like I said, I do know he follows me on Twitter. Uh, when I get the job at frickin' Lucasfilm being president, Bonnie, your ass is coming with me. So, yeah, you're definitely coming with me, Bonnie. I gotta have my right hand man there, and that's not a gender joke. Um, like that stupid. Oh my God, what was it the other day? Oh my God, this freaking SJW, this freaking SJW is on Twitter getting offended because people are calling her a female and not a woman. What? What? The fuck are you talking about? Seriously. Bonnie saw it. Um, I just posted a comment. I said, I can't fucking believe this shit's seriously even on here, and I can't believe there's other people even taking this shit seriously. It was. I've got it in my computer, but I can't throw it up on the live screen. Otherwise, I would shoot it up on the screen because I screenshotted that shit. It was so freaking. I did. I mean, and there's been a shit ton of people like it too, like the comment, because I was like, I can't even believe people are even taking this shit seriously. Um, now, the other one, what was her name? Galaxy Girl, whatever I don't know. Either way, she writes for StarWars.com. She made a big old thing about we're not the customer this and we're not the customer that. And I got news for you. We are. And yeah, Geek Girl Diva. That's it. We are the customer. And oh yeah, oh my God, bully hunters. That was so embarrassing. They were embarrassed as hell. Um, oh yeah, Jesse. Yeah, Jesse gave it right back to her. Love, love, love Jesse. Love her, man. Love her. See, and another strong female. You know what I mean? Um, a strong female. You can't say that strong females are the problem because they're not. Um, I mean, I have friends that are female friends that are bi and lesbian. Both. You know, a couple are bi and a couple are lesbian. And do we have the same political opinion? No, but it doesn't stop us from being friends, and it doesn't stop us from they call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I need your help for this or that or whatever, and I go hop my ass in the truck or the car and go. So, it. You wish you had friends. Huge reaction there. Says he wish he had friends. Well, got news for you, bud. Everybody on this channel is tied together. And that's no joke. This is not my channel. Not my channel. This channel belongs to everybody. Damn right. You've got every one of us, and that's no bullshit. And there's 2,300 of us, and you got every one of us. So damn right. It's our channel. It's not my channel. It is not my channel. Nothing wrong with being out for likes, man. You know what? Speaking of that, there's 68 people here and there's only 37 likes. Come on. Reach up there real quick. Just click it. I want to see that number go up. No, I can't play any Sonny and Cher stuff. I can't. Yeah, we all need to hit the like button. It was if I could announce the two people that are in that they've already made the offer to, and they're considering the offer. If I could announce those, y'all would be so freaking happy. You really would. You would be so happy with the two. Both of them, I believe, will do a great job, and they're wanting to bring in a couple people of their own, which is good. Sorry, there's freaking email after email after email coming in, and it's blocking my chat. So, oh Lord, now y'all are sitting there singing Cher songs, but you wanted to give me shit about Nickelback. Well, Meditech, here's what's happened since you just got here. I'm gonna do a recap. They gave me shit over Nickelback, and they're sitting here in the chat singing Cher songs. So I would. I absolutely would. Dark Side, I would do that. There's one thing we need, and we need lightsaber battles. We need Darths. I mean, we need Siths. We need Jedis. We need a good storyline. We need good and evil. You can't. There's never been a good movie that doesn't have both. I mean, there really hasn't. Look! Even Diane's singing it now. Jesus! Oh my God! Yeah, an actual lightsaber fight. Can you imagine that in a Star Wars movie? Well, I honestly did. I sat down today, went through my resume, cleaned everything up, and rearranged it for everything else, and sent it in and said I will be more than willing to take over Star Wars, take over Lucasfilm Limited, and I will have it turned around within 2 years. Because it would take me 2 years to turn it around. And the only reason I say that is because episode 9 is already doing it. So within 2 years, I'd have it turned around. And that's because I'd have to bring in people. I would have to move people around. That takes time. I would have to come up with, different policies, different procedures. I've got to get the fan base fixed. And what are my chances of getting it? Seeing as how I could actually do a good job at it, probably low. But please bring me down there. Please bring me down there for an interview. Because I could get all the fans back. What's going on, Federico? Man, you know what? I work so freaking hard on trying to bring you the correct information and the right content. And this stuff is not easy. And I already have 3 companies that I'm trying to run and trying to do this at the same time. So, and it takes a while to edit shit together. And I don't have the right equipment to be doing all this shit anyway. It really wouldn't take that long if I was able to use that computer to do it. But I can't get that computer behind this one to do it. Yeah, it's not like I'm busy. You know what I mean? Um, well, that would be Bonnie's job. Bonnie would be head of PR. She'd be head of PR, and she'd be letting me know exactly what the hell's going on at all times. Yes, I would collect data on the fan base. I don't disagree with collecting data on the fan base, because all that does, and we collect data too, and it's really good for any business to collect data. The reason it's good to collect data is so you know your fan base, you know what they want, not to attack them, and not to find out who they are, where they are, everything else, because it really doesn't matter what part of the world they're in. What you need to know is, what are the fans thinking? And I love hearing fan theories about what episode 9 is going to be about. I love hearing fan theories about what this is going to be about and what that's going to be about, because it brings up the creative people, the creative mind of the people that are coming up with the stories and everything else. And one of the subscribers on the channel, JP, has sent me a script, a complete script. And when I say a complete script, I'm talking about it's a 2-hour movie. And it's good. I mean, it really is good. It really is good. And then, Dark Six Legion has sent me, God, he has sent me a ton of stuff, and I just have to make it into a story. But the ideas are all there. And being a Star Wars fan, it's really not that hard. I would guarantee that if I gave you a group of 4 characters, like they did me in my interview, if I gave any one of you 4 characters and said, make a story out of this, what would you do? I would be willing to bet within 30 minutes, you could have a complete movie. Complete with characters, complete with where they're going to be, complete with anything. You know what I mean? I'm absolutely positive, and it would be a Star Wars movie. It might need some tweaking here and there, but I mean, because you're only doing it in 30 minutes, and obviously you're not gonna make a movie in 30 minutes, but you will have an outline of the movie. Anybody can do better than The Last Jedi. Anybody. Just remember, it's a 2-flusher. The Last Jedi is a 2-flusher. Man, you gotta courtesy flush the first time, and then the second one to make sure it all goes down, and just make sure that you don't. Yeah, the fan theories on episode 8 were better than the actual movie. Hey man, are you all right, Chad? I know you ain't picking on Riddick. Riddick did have a small cast. It didn't have a huge budget, but I like the Riddick films. Man, I like the Riddick films. Shania Twain as a Sith Lord. There was talk about the Obi-Wan movie going straight to streaming at the end of 2019, before episode 9 comes out. Honestly, it wouldn't matter to me. I would just like to see an Obi-Wan movie. I think they would be doing that to, one, give us something before episode 9 comes out, and 2, there wouldn't be as much risk involved and near as much money out. But what they don't understand is nobody really gave a shit about a Solo movie. Now, we could have all jumped on board with an Obi-Wan movie, but then you fucked us in The Last Jedi, and we had to show you who the hell, we had to show you who was boss. So, oh yeah, and I mean, I think that's what Ivan does for a living, though. Yeah, I don't want to see Disney do. I don't want to see the people currently there doing Obi-Wan, um, unless they actually listen to him. If they actually listen to him, because he is Obi-Wan. Um, but we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about a lot of people right there, right now. I will agree that Hollyweird. I will agree that Hollyweird is weird. I've said that over and over and over again. They are extremely weird. Wonder what the chances of Disney shutting down Lucasfilm and running it themselves with new suits and authority. Well, that's going to happen, but Disney's not going to be running it. Um, and when I say all their crap's been put on hold, all their crap's been put on hold. The trilogies has not. The trilogy has not been put on hold for D&D. That is a go. Um, that's definitely a go. Episode 9 is already a go. Favreau's series, he has already written half of a season. So we don't have to worry about Favreau's series. Other than that, there's not another damn thing that they're doing. Nothing. Nothing. So they can't screw up any of that. And they are going through, and everybody that Kathleen brought in is going to go out with Kathleen. You're not going to take Kathleen Kennedy away and then leave her 3 little minions right there behind her, and because I mean, then you're really not changing. You're really not changing shit. Um, SJWs, social justice warriors, man. You know, the big movement. All these liberal gender studies colleges. That's what got all this shit going. And they think that they're the majority, and they're not. Um, definitely need to execute Order 66. Um, we're executing Order 66 right now. Yeah, you know, it. You know, if you're an SJW, I mean, you're Kathleen right now is in the middle of packing her fucking desk up. She has been pulled off of episode 9. Darth is asking this. Darth Hammer's asking this. Hammer's asking this question. She's been pulled off of episode 9, which she had asked for. She had asked for more creative control over episode 9. She has been pulled off of episode 9. Probably not, because no social justice warrior will ever think that what they did is wrong. Kathleen Kennedy is a hardcore SJW and a hardcore extreme leftist. You can be a liberal and you can be a Republican, and the majority of us are in this little section here. You know what I mean? We're in this section. and then you have the complete extreme alt right, and then you have the complete extreme alt left. All right, and the majority of us do not fit in either one of those categories. So I don't, I don't feel sorry for them. Since I'm educated, I don't feel sorry for them because they had the same opportunity to get educated as I did, and as a matter of fact, they went to college, same as I did. So by going to college, they could have actually had some common sense. But oh, JJ's getting ready to take a beat. Oh my God. Well, I mean, it's 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 just like when that they're crazy. They're fucking crazy. I mean, they're crazy. Um, this is probably going to be J.J. Abrams' retirement film from directing, unless Star Trek wants him back, which I don't think that's going to happen either. Um, yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to get a remake, which is fine. Which is fine. I'm good with I'm good with going with the better the all right. So I'm good with sacrificing this trilogy for the next 20 years. All right, I'm good with sacrificing this one right here and focusing on the next 20 years. Okay, so this trilogy right here is shit, but it's come to an end. We have a different regime. Now we have good Star Wars stuff going from here on out that should be exactly the way it should be. I'm willing to sacrifice that for the greater good. Um, exactly. I'm looking at the next 20 years. I already know that this is going to be a shit show. I already know it's going to be a clusterfuck. I already know that they are having problems with building the Star Wars attractions at Disney, and it 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 may actually postpone the opening. SJWs don't put pineapple on pizza. They put tofu on soy cheese. I will probably make a Rebel Alliance T-shirt with the Rebel logo in the middle of it for the Rebellion, um, and I will probably have it in a couple different colors. Actually, probably three colors, like a blue, a gray, and a white, so it'll show up. And I've really been wanting to make that, and now that Disney's back is up against the damn wall, um, now's the time to hammer fist them. I mean, it's just like it's just like MMA. All right, if I've got him on his belly and he's in back guard, I'm hammer fisting the shit out of him because now it's time to take him down. I mean, now it's time to take him down. So um, I've already got the new Resistance shirt up there, so I'm going to keep that one up there. There we go. Yeah, I've got the Resistance T-shirt already up there, but I'm gonna do the Rebel Alliance because I'm gonna make this happen. I am gonna make this happen, and I will have them in women's as well. Let me know if y'all prefer the V-neck. If you prefer the V-neck on the T-shirts, let me know for the women's. Not for the men. I don't need to know if you prefer the V-neck, you can always buy the women's and just get a large or an extra large in a women's. I don't need to know all that. But for the women, yeah, just let me know if you wanted it with the V-neck or not. If you want it with the V-neck, I'll design it with the V-neck. anything a liberal touches turns to shit. So what happens to those of us that are the empire? Yes, V-neck V-neck for cleavage. Dude, I'm such an empire fan that it's not even funny. Um, the majority of my collection is not rebel shit. I'll just give it that. I mean, it really is. I really am a dark side fan, but um, right now that's not going to help us because we're going against the empire. So going against the empire is what's going to. This thing keeps popping in and out again. Fucking YouTube. These people really need to stop with all the damn. They need to stop with all the updates and just quit fucking shit up. I mean, seriously. There we go. Oh well, now our Rebel Alliance is going to be down and dirty. But what I really want to focus on is getting everything organized. And I don't mean organized, go out, picket, all this other crap. But you need to have a plan of attack on this. And the plan of attack needs to be followed. I know how all this stuff needs to work. I just have to make it work. And that's the thing. I mean, I just need to, I just need to make it work. So the classic liberals are actually the good ones. I agree with that. They're not like these weird ass people. You're a size 6L. They're all the t-shirts are available in every size. Every t-shirt that I have up is available in every size. I do not have a PO box. Those cost money, and right now I'm still not even monetized. I got 2.5 million hours of freaking of minute 2.5 million minutes of freaking view time, and I'm still not monetized. Um, doesn't make any sense. Um, you're a charity group. What charity? Oh, cosplay for charity. Man, I love cosplay shit. Well, I mean, it's why I got so many damn outfits and uniforms and everything. It's why I make so much shit. I mean, it really is. I mean, I make all the costumes that I have. I make. Um, Dark Side, send me a link. Send me a link either on my page or on my Twitter account, which is Reviews for You 18, and that way I don't forget, and that way I have it. Hey, not a problem, Federico. Everything we've got is available in every size, and some of the shirts are available in different colors. But I'm gonna get a Rebel Alliance one done. Okay, cosplay girls, a lot of them are hot, but that is not that is not what you tell. Um, that is not what you tell any of the cosplay girls. What let's see, what do they say? Oh shit. They have a saying for that. Every one that I've ever went to, I mean, I just go up to them and talk to them, and it works out fine. Send us an email. We have closed all our social media after the hate started. No, you can go to my page here on YouTube and go to About, and it will have an email icon there, and you can just click the email icon. Yeah, cosplay is not consent. That's it. Yeah, that'll yeah. Just go direct to my YouTube page and then go to About, and then there'll be a little email icon. You can just click on it. A bunch of subscribers have sent me some stuff, and that's how I got the script from JP. And man, I read through the entire script, and it's really good. What ego? What are you talking about, Chad? I must have missed it. Actually, exactly ego. Exactly. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Flash Force, you out? All right. Glad you could show up. It's 2:10 a.m. here. Yeah. But you know, I was like, but you're dressed like my fantasy. Look, every con I have ever been to, I have seen. Yeah, I've seen my fantasy at every one of them too, Chad. You know what I mean? I really have. But um, you know, let's see here. Sith usually keeps force sensitive kids for training till Bane. Um, man, there's so much. There's so much that we could do. So much we could do. So much we could freaking do with. I'll I will have to. What Sith would I be if I had a choice? Damn, Raven. Just throwing it out there. Right? Just throwing it out. That's the one I'd be. Um, we can all agree he's badass. I mean, we can all agree that. Everybody can agree that's badass. You know. I think I'm a big fan of Vader. I am a huge fan of Vader. Um, so much so, this Vader costume that I am actually making is going to cost me roughly around $4,000 in materials. Um, but when I get done with it, it's going to be screen accurate. So, and with me being 6'2", and then put on the 4-inch shoes, that'll take me up to 6'6", and then you add the helmet, should take me up around 6'9". So I should be about the right height. Um, I think Darth Sidious was freaking awesome. I really did. I thought Sidious was great. Um, I thought Darth Maul was a great character. To get killed off that quickly, but I thought it was stupid to bring him back in Solo. That was just dumb. Um, Zugio1 says, "Well, I say since I hate SJW screen out the SJWs by being crass. If they're cool, you got lucky and have a real person to talk to. If they're upset and SJW, it's okay. They aren't real people anyway. It's not true though. Um, how tall is Hayden? I don't know how tall Hayden Christensen is. I think he is around 6 foot. Um, but he might be in the 5'10" to 6 foot range. I know Vader was around 6'7", 6'8" in the movies. So I should, I should be right there. With the helmet and everything else, I should be around 6'8", 6'9". So, which should put me about the right size. So Hayden Christensen 6'1". Yeah, well, yeah. So I'm 6'2". Well, the platforms, there's not really platforms. It's when you the boots that Vader wore, um, they automatically just have the 4 inch, which is just to make you taller. So yeah, he was 6'6" in person. Yeah, and then but you got to remember the helmet's going to add it up there. I mean, Vader was just a big, menacing, badass character. Um, yeah, I know a lot of people in the 500 in the 501st. Legion of Legends says I like generals with purple hair. It lets me know right away that there's something seriously wrong with them. That's a quote from Hank Hill. That's funny. Um, well, I'm not. I can't be on one side or the other on the Prowse situation. Because one, you know, I mean, what are you going to do with Kylo? I mean, he's not been trained by a Sith. Um, Snoke was not a Sith, so I don't. None of that shit makes sense. None of that shit makes sense. Um, oh man, I like the clips of Vader whenever they do. Let's see, they did a Sam Jackson. I really love the freaking Deadpool one. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna do a screen accurate one, which is a big pain in the ass to do, but I would really rather not do it. It'd be cheaper to not do the screen accurate version. I'll be honest with you there. But doing the screen accurate version would go along with everything else that I have. Everything else that I have is screen accurate as well. And I have an archive of pictures to go by, and I also have some buddies, some prop masters that made a lot of the stuff. So the actual pants, there's only one company that makes them, um, and they are in Brazil. So they're the only company that makes the correct pants, and it's like a 6 week wait on the pants. The helmet, and a lot of people don't know it, but I mean the helmet is not actually, or the face mask is not actually all black. So, oh, that's cool. I would have loved to have met Carrie Fisher. Um, all the times that I've met all these people, um, was I Carrie Fisher was so aloof most of the time. So, yeah, I mean, because I have a couple of Darth Vader helmets, but the actual screen the actual screen used one is black, and silver. So, but it does that so it shows up on camera, um, instead of being all black. So to do the screen accurate, which is what I'm going to do, it's a hot ass suit. I know that. Well, Carrie got into a bunch of stuff, and I hate that. But I'm going to agree with Darth Hammer on that. I'm going to agree with you on that one. Carrie Fisher probably was nice to talk with, but at all the events that I went to, that she was there, she shied away from everybody. So, oh yeah, if you sit up in California, man, it's gonna be hot. But if you sit up here in frickin' Georgia, Jesus, man, anybody around here can tell you this is like it gets freaking hotter than two hells. Um, I mean, it was 101 out there today, so I couldn't imagine being all suited up. I mean, even in my stormtrooper stuff, um, my stormtrooper stuff is still hot. Um, but I mean, if I had to do the Darth Vader thing, Jesus, because there's three layers on top, and they're thick ass like wool material. Legion says, "Hey man, dumb question. I've been watching you for a while, and I just realized I don't know what to call you. Don't What do you mean you don't know what to call me? Um, I say my name at the beginning of every video. You can call me Master. You can call me President. No, it's Craig. Yeah, just Craig. I thought I saw where Mr. Pete was heading out and going to bed. Yeah, it's Craig with a Z. You can go with Darth Craig too. Damn Skippy, you can go with Darth too. I've Bonnie, are you don't have an app, you don't have an iPhone, do you? Mr. Pete, we'll see you, man. It was nice seeing you on the live chat today on Mad Talk TV. We were all having the same issue. Um, Darth Craigus. That would be a new character. Um, that would be a new character. That would be friggin' awesome. Ziggy, you out? Yeah, crazy. Yeah, you can go with Crazy Craig. That's fine. Yeah, Darth Craigus it is. We'll go with that. I'm good with that. Doctor Who porn. Oh my god. Just praying they haven't got some idiot to plan out Darth Maul in episode 9. Dude, he'd be like 105 freaking years old. I mean, God. I mean, if Luke is 70, and then you would have to go back, what, 20 more years? He'd be 95 freaking years old. God. I like Darth Craigus. I can see that shit happening right there. The only thing is my favorite color lightsaber is purple instead of red, but I can turn it red. That's not a problem. I got plenty of red ones. Um, oh yeah, they're throwing the kitchen sink at it, dude. And it might be a flashback with that shit in there. And the plan is to have Snoke come back. I I don't see it. Now wait a minute. Now, in Rebels, they fixed him in Rebels. They fixed Darth Maul in Rebels. Actually, my favorite is purple, but my Flash on Clash actually goes to Bane's Heart. Um, I know, right? Bane's Heart. That so it's actually goes to purple, but when I strike, it goes to Bane's Heart, which is a deeper a deeper version of red. I love it. Um, yes, you actually can do a black lightsaber. You can do the white lightsaber too. Um, I don't see why Luke doesn't have enough force power. I don't see why Luke doesn't have enough force power to stop that shit. Um, yeah, me too. I love making sabers. I got a shit ton of them. I like building them. Um, Sebastian said, good night. Catch it the next live stream. Not a problem. There'll be a video I'm going to do in the morning before I leave, and then I'm going to set it on a timer to come up. So there'll be a video tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, or today is Wednesday. Yeah, today would be Wednesday. Um, so I think they're doing. When do they do the High Council? Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday. Um, you can get them off of. Um, damn it! What's the website? It's if you just look up Saber Store, you can get them off of there. You can you can build your own lightsaber from parts off of custom saber shop. It's you can buy everything that you want to do. So if you've already got like I mean I'll draw mine out how I want it, and then I'll actually look up the parts that I need, and then I can actually sit there and buy the parts that I need that separately that will go together, and then I have everything. Yeah, custom saber shop. And make sure that you get the out the multi hilt system because then all the parts are interchangeable. So yeah, all the stuff's interchangeable with the multi hilt system. So if you decide that you need a different pommel or you don't like that one, and somebody came out with a new one, a new pommel, you can just buy it and it'll screw right on. So yeah, I tend to go. I have some of the thinner ones, but I have some of the thicker ones too. Um, I like the thicker ones better whenever it comes to whenever we actually go out and do demos. I like the thicker ones better. Um, when I am sitting there just doing my Obi-Anis or anything else, I like the thinner ones. When I use the double lightsaber or the double bladed lightsaber, I like the thin ones. And the reason I like that is because you can just spin the shit out of that thing, and I mean, and it's way simpler. And that's just a weight issue. Let's see. Does Bob Iger know anything about Star Wars? No. Um, and my chat went away. How could you let Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson transform Luke Skywalker into a bird? Dude, because he don't know any better. Yeah, all of my blades are the 1 inch, except for my Dooku. On the Dooku, you can't do a 1 inch. Dooku's lightsaber is completely different than everybody else's, so you have to go with the 7/8. But it is still a 7/8 dueling blade. So I mean, it's still pretty badass. Your lightsabers you got from Toys R Us. Yeah, Bob doesn't give a shit. Bob's looking at a bottom line. And he saw that the bottom line went down, and he saw why the bottom line went down. And it's, I've said it numerous times. You have 5 people work for you, and 4 produce and one's not. Hey, there's Mr. Johansson. Yeah, you're going to address the one that's not making money for the company. And at this point, that'd be Lucasfilm. I mean, that's business. So, um, I didn't see what Legion said. No, Disney can't just say sorry. At this point, no. It depends. It really does depend. Now, um, the Posh Store just come out with a brand new lightsaber. I just got an email on it yesterday. Um, it's actually it's actually extremely affordable for anybody that wants a lightsaber. They're obviously they don't support the channel, so but you can just go to the Posh Store and it's $79, light and sound. $79. Can't beat that shit with a stick. And I have a couple. I have a couple of Posh Store lightsabers, and they're pretty awesome. I mean, I have one. You know, I think it costs like 150, which for a lightsaber with light and sound, remote charger, the batteries, and everything else is a good damn deal. And that was including shipping. Um, I wish we could come up with enough money to buy Star Wars, but considering they're putting about $3.5 billion into Star Wars parks, um, we would have to buy that as well as buying the franchise. Um, y'all sell lightsabers? Oh yeah, and for $79, it's actually a good lightsaber too. It comes with a dueling blade, so you can actually duel with it. Yeah, I make mine for myself. Let's see here. Julian Lord says, still think the best for Fett would be to have one Fett for each era. I think the best thing for Fett is to not have a standalone movie, but to be involved in another movie. So you get the best of both worlds. That's my opinion. You're right. Disney was never Lucasfilm was never going to get Star Wars right. Um, well, I mean that's weird that you make them for kids fighting cancer because I mean I just went through 6 months of chemotherapy. You're lucky I have like hair now again. Otherwise, the channel would have started back in January, but I didn't have any hair back in January, so I waited until I got some hair back on my face because I mean after the Last Jedi, I really wanted to start the channel then, but I was in the middle of fighting cancer, so I didn't want to do it. Um, and the Black Series, I'm just going to tell you this, Diane, on the Black Series lightsabers, and I have some. The blades are horrible. They're not loud. Um, um, oh, $79 is a freaking awesome deal, and it's actually it's a good lightsaber. So if you want to, you can email me and I'll email you the link So you can do the same thing, either that or just DM me on that, and I can email you the link to it, and it'll go straight to the lightsaber. It's brand spanking new. I just got the email on it. They just came out with it. Um, the only Black Series lightsaber I would have would be, and the Disney Parks lightsabers suck. I'm just going to let you know that now. The Disney Parks lightsabers are horrible. They go, oh yeah, well, it has a removable blade. It does have a removable blade, but it sucks. They have lag between the time you turn it on. They have no flash on clash. The sound is not good. Um, yeah, we can do that too. I did it for a couple of people from the 501st. They gave me their Black Series saber, and I swapped it over to a removable blade and the 3 LED, and then upgraded the soundboard too. While I was in there, I just went ahead and upgraded the soundboard for them too. So now they actually have a hilt that looks like Darth Vader, but is actually a good lightsaber. Um, they really don't give a crap about making good products. They just want to. They just want to, make shit and. Let's see here. Disney should release the original trilogy in theatrical. Oh yeah, 35 millimeter. I agree. I would go see it. Yeah, the master replicas are way better than the Black Series. Um, but I think those ended in what, 2005, if I'm not mistaken. The master replicas, which were Lucasfilm Limiteds, I think they ended in 2005. But those were way better than the Black Series, and way better than the what do they call them, Force Effects. The Force Effects are the cheapest shit they got, and then you got the Black Series. And if you can get a hold of one of the master replicas, they're way better. Um, I have a Windu. Um, I have a Windu Force Effect. No, I have a Windu. Come on. Master replica. Love that lightsaber to death. Love it. Dearly paid through the freaking nose for that son bitch. I mean, seriously, I did. Um, and the thing is, um, between the Dooku and the Mace Windu, those are the two most expensive that you could get. I mean, we need a list of YouTube names sent to me. Yeah, yes, exactly. I need a list of YouTube names sent to me, and me and Bonnie will reach out and we're going to make this bigger. We're Where can you get the original trilogy not remastered for a decent price? You can actually download it online, and it is remastered, um, but it's not. The George Lucas really fucked it up. It's what do they call it? The despecialized. I think it's called the despecialized edition, and you can get it online. So look up the despecialized edition and just look it up online. Just Google it, and it's freaking awesome. All that extra bullshit that was put in there is gone, but all the stuff that needed to be changed, like Palpatine's face and all that stuff there is still in there. But yeah, I saw where. Yeah, oh, I jumped in the middle of Geek Girl Diva's ass too, because we are customers. So Ooh, don't even give me that one, Chassa. Who would win, Hermione or Ray? I'm going with fucking Hermione. Come on, she's got to be the baddest ass witch there ever was. I mean, she was a bad witch when she was what, 7 years old, 12 years old, or whatever, however old they were whenever they went. Shit. Besides the fact that she turned out to be hot as hell. Me and you are in the same boat there. I've got so much money involved in this crap. It's not even funny. Mike Sidious said, "Good night. Good night to you, Mike. I'm glad you joined in. You're right. Nobody can out SJW Hermione. Man, Emma Watson, such a great freaking character. I read all the books too because my son was at that age when the Harry Potter books were coming out. So we read all the books, and you're right. Hermione was not a Mary Sue. She, by God, read and read and read and read. And Emma Watson did a really good job of pretty much staying to the book as the character. Wait. So Stig Johansson said Ray would win. She only has to be close to someone to download their skills. Hermione can't do that. So she's using like the Matrix shit. Oh my God. So she's like Trinity in the Matrix. Oh my God. SNL Hermione, that was freaking hilarious. Yeah, I read all the books. You know, she just read and read and read and practiced. I mean, if it hadn't been for Hermione, I mean, Jesus, Harry would have died 50 times a movie, 50 times a book. I mean, if it hadn't been for Hermione, I mean, really. Legion of Legends, you out too? Yeah, I know, man. It's like quarter to freaking three here. No, but they made it a term that's said a lot now. You got to be kidding me. Ray can download skills. The novelization off of the Turd, The Last Jedi, added that as an official explanation for how she learned her force skills. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Yeah, I remember that scene. um, Ray's a force vampire. Oh my God. All right, check out Bonnie's stuff there. So she's letting you know where everybody can hit us up so we can get up with who we need to get up with so we can go ahead and get our Rebel Alliance stuff done. I will check out in the morning. Check out in the morning, and I will have the Rebel Alliance T-shirts done by then because I've wanted to do them for a long time, but I mean now we really need to do it. I'm ready to nail their ass to the wall. We got them running. We got them scared. I. That's what Stig Johansson said it. So Ray's now a Bluetooth device. Oh my God. That's not how this works. That's not how this shit works. That is not how this shit works. If I said a tree is a rock, it doesn't make it a fucking rock. It's still a tree. Oh God. Well, if Ray got next to me, she could download my sarcasm powers. At least that would give her some personality. That is freaking ridiculous. The Force is Bluetooth. Oh my God. I'm speechless. I mean, really, honestly, it takes a lot to get me speechless, but wow. Yeah, Ray downloading my sarcasm will cause a disturbance in the force that would outshine the destruction of Alderaan. Damn right, you can't download Darth Cragious's damn powers. All right, look. Why did Ray get called to Luke and Anakin's lightsaber? Come on. That shit makes no sense. Yeah, because bullshit. Exactly. The only reason is she would have to be a Skywalker. She would have to be family. That's the only way it would call out to her. She Google mapped it. I'm with Luke and Mara Jade's daughter. I'd be tickled shitless. Maybe she's